Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a cylinder. When we make a cylinder, we actually start the same as we would with a circle or with a little ball that we'll be making. So we start with 6 single crochet in a magic ring. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and then we can close the magic ring. Like that. I like to use a little piece of yarn in a contrasting color to use as a stitch marker. If you don't know how this works, I have a video about that where I explain how it works, but then at least you know what this piece of yarn is for. You can just ignore it. So for the next round, I do increase and then 1 single crochet, and I repeat that all around. So no, that's not true. let me go back. Ooh, repeat, repeat, repeat. So for the next round, I do increases all around. So I do 6 increases. One increase, second increase, third increase, fourth increase, fifth increase, and then increase number 6. Now for the next round, I do increase and then 1 single crochet, and I repeat that all around. So I repeat that 6 times. Okay, so now for round number 4, we'll be doing increase and then 2 single decreases. So you'll notice that to make this, we do an increase and then one more single crochet every round. So we did just increases, then we did increase single crochet, and we repeated that 6 times. Now we're doing increase and then 2 single crochet, and repeat that all around. If you make a really big circle, you might notice that it actually looks a bit more like a hexagon than a circle, and I have a video about how to make it an actual circle if you want. So if you're going to be making a really big cylinder, you might want to use staggering, which is the technique that I explain in another video, which I will link to in the description. But for now, we just do increase and then 2 single crochet all around. Okay, so once your circle has the size that you want it to be, then we can go and actually make it into a cylinder. To do that is I will do a round of single crochet but back loop only. I'll just make, yeah, this way you can see it a little bit better. So I'm gonna do back loop only and then single crochet. So I just start in the next, and I don't take this front loop, but I only take the back loop, and I will do that for the entire round. And you will notice is that gives you kind of like an angle here. Yes. So I did 24 single crochet in back loop only, and you will immediately see that that is what gives you you know, kind of this angle. If you do a sphere like this, the pattern is actually the same except for the back loop that we did here, and you can see that that clearly gives you, you know, if you don't do the back loop, it will look like this. It will look very round, but if you use the back loop only technique, that will give you, you know, a very a very good edge, which you want if you make a cylinder. So now we will do just single crochet to actually give the cylinder its height. So I'm using my little piece of yarn for a stitch marker to know where my, you know, where I'm starting and where I'm ending my rounds, because I don't like counting. So this way I don't have to count how many stitches I do, but I just know that where this little piece is where I am starting or ending my my row. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more row to give it a little bit of height, but I kind of want a very flat cylinder. So after that row we will go and make the top of our cylinder. And I actually recently posted some cute pictures of a few baskets that I made on Instagram. And people ask me, you know, how do you make these baskets? And this is actually how. You make a cylinder, but without the top. And that gives you, let me see if I can grab a basket. That gives you a really cute basket. So, you know, a basket is basically just a cylinder without the top, made with a lot bigger yarn. This one was actually made with t-shirt yarn that I made myself, so I will leave a link on the tutorial on how you actually make this yarn in case you want to make, you know, want to practice your cylinder making. But now that we are here, we will now make the top of the cylinder, and we, you know, before we did the back loop only and the single crochets, we did increase and then 2 single crochets. So now here at the top we want to do decrease and then 2 single crochets. And because we want this nice pointy edge again, we will be using in back loop, we will be crocheting in back loop only again. So I do decrease and then 2 single crochet. And I just repeat that all around, decrease, 2 single crochet. So I repeat that 6 times, and after that I will just be at my starting point again. This is the last decrease, and then 2 single crochet. And you can see that this gives us, you know, a very flat cylinder, but we get this, you know, this edge again. So what we do now is we just, you know, we need to close this hole, which we'll do with decrease, single crochet. So you know, to make this, to make this part, we constantly did the increase and then 1 more single crochet than the round before. And now we do decrease and then 1 less single crochet than the round before. So if you make a bigger circle here and you ended this circle with, for example, increase and then 4 single crochet, you start here by decrease 4 single crochet and you go to decrease 3 single crochet, decrease 2 single crochet, and you always repeat that 6 times. So here I'm going to be doing decrease 1 single crochet because I didn't make my cylinder very big because I just wanted to show you the you know, the idea behind it. Now for the last time, decrease, one single crochet. Now I don't, because I'm gonna be doing my last row soon, I don't need my stitch marker anymore, and I can start filling this. Something that you need to really, you know, think about is we don't want to overfill this, because if we overfill this, it will look, you know, it won't look very flat anymore. It might look like this. So we really want to not fill it too much. If you really want a flat bottom, you can also use some mesh like this to cut to size, and then put on the bottom, which I think I also have a video tutorial about that, so I'll put it in the description box. But you can also just try to not overfill it and kind of you know, shape it with your hands. So I'm using a little IKEA pencil to stuff it, just because I like, you know, using a pencil to stuff, because sometimes my fingers are a little too big to really get into these, you know, tiny crevices. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just kind of shaping it the way I want to see if I'm filling it enough, or maybe it needs a little less filling, maybe it needs a little more filling, maybe the filling kind of needs to be pushed to the sides as I'm doing right now. But I think this way it looks okay. So I'm going to be doing my last round, which is decreases. I do 6 decreases. 1, 2, 3. Let me do that one again. The loop was a bit loose. 3, 4, 5, 6. And this gives you the little cylinder. What I like to do is I like to close this end and I just keep kind of saying, oh, I have a video about that, but I do have a video about that, about how to close this end, but basically I'm just grabbing these little loops Oh wait, I didn't thread my yarn needle correctly. And that was why that went wrong. Let's try again. And now actually. Yes. Now my yarn needle is threaded correctly, so let's try again. So what I do is I close this end, and I go in here, in the little end, and I just go through so that I go to this end. And that way I can kind of tuck these two together. So, you know, it might look like this, but then if I tug on here, because this yarn is attached to this part, it will start to flatten. So I flatten it a little bit like that, and then I just go in next to here. I try to go to the other side again, go out there, I hope you don't hear my neighbor's music. But then, you know, your cylinder will have flatter ends. I can just make a little knot here. Get this one in there. Cut the end away because we made a little, you know, knot at the end, so we don't need that anymore. And we are left with this cylinder. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to learn how to make more shapes, or you want to learn more techniques, or you know, I also post free tutorials, be sure to subscribe and you know, like this video if you like it. And if you have more ideas about what kind of techniques you want to learn, be sure to leave a comment, and I can see what video you want me to make next. See you next time. Bye!